Hello everyone, it's me Krasimir Panayotov, and in this quick forecast video I will share you my opinion about the few most traded pairs on the Forex market. Yes, you can expect the major pairs, the USD pairs, and of course I will cover the gold pair, one of my favorite pairs for the last month. So let's get started quickly with the Euro USD. If you're new to the channel, quickly punch the subscribe button and let's get started. Right now, what I have prepared for you is the Euro USD pair on the daily chart. And as you can see, we are still moving in this range bound motion. So unless we break this range right here, we can't expect any longer term trades, and this is what everybody is watching, the breakout of the Euro USD. So usually when we have such market which only bounce up and down, we wait for a break or above the current range, the current consolidation, or below the current consolidation for a longer moves. So before we see this, we only can trade short-term trades like buy the low and sell the high, sell on the high. So this is what we're waiting, the outcome of this consolidation. Okay, so what we can expect for the next week from this pair. I personally expect we to see some pullback to the previous support area zone, and from there we to watch for another bullish signals for the price to go back up to these previous highs right here, or even to the previous daily resistance zone back here. And if that happens, at the top we can look for bearish signals for the price to go back to these previous support zones back here and take a good bearish trades. Another thing what is very possible to happen is a pullback deeper to this previous support zone back here, and here we can watch for bullish signals for the price to go back up higher. Or if the price breaks this level and starts going down, we can watch for a deeper correction down to the previous support daily area zone right here. As you can see, on the weekly time frame, it was a good resistance back in the time and support as well. So this is what I expect from the Euro USD pair. Okay, let's move to the next one. Let's move to the Euro GBP pair, and what you can see here is a very strong rally to the upper side. And this is exactly what have happened the previous week. So we had this bullish signal right here on the support zone, and as you can see, it played pretty well. I actually expected the price to continue bearish because the GBP was very strong last weeks. But what actually happened is that the Brexit news came out and it pushed the price of the GBP down, and of course of the euro up. So euro just rallied against the GBP, and USD did the same thing. From here, what we can expect is another retest of this resistance zone right here, and from there push down to this previous lows right here in this support zone, or without retest of the resistance, just drop to the previous support zone back here, and from there you can watch for bullish signals for another bullish move to the upside. This is what most likely will happen, in my opinion. Of course, if the bulls continue pushing higher, we can see another higher high and retest of the weekly resistance here. As you can see, this level was back resistance 2 times right here, and this is also possible scenario to see some sort of correction to this previous zone right here. Okay guys, let's move to the next pair, and it is GBP USD. As you can see almost the same movement but a reversal on GBP USD, and we reach this support zone right here. So what we can see from here in the next week is or push to the previous resistance right here, or even if we break this resistance, we can go ahead even higher to this zone, and from here we can watch for bearish signals which can lead us back to this previous support zone. So this is basically for this pair. I definitely expect some sort of pullback at least to this resistance zone. Of course, it's possible to see even further bearish move. Okay, that's it for this pair. Let's move to Euro JPY, and on Euro JPY you can see almost the same thing as on the Euro USD. So right here we had the Monday and the Tuesday pushing the price down to the support zone, and from there the price went back up to this resistance and then again back to the support zone. On the Euro JPY happened almost the same. You see, Monday and Tuesday we had a strong push to the support zone back here, and then straight back to the resistance zone right here. And for this week, what we can expect is another push to the resistance zone right here, or a pullback to the support zone right here. And from there, of course, we can look for bullish signals for the price continuation to the upper resistance, or if the price went bullish and reached the resistance zone, we can watch for sell signals, so bearish signals, which can send us back to this support zone right here. And this is what I expect for the first days of the next week. Of course, we can break one of these two zones and head to the next bigger moves, but this will be together with the Euro USD. And only after a valid break above or below this consolidation, we can see a further move to the down or to the upside. The same like with the consolidation on Euro USD. So let's move to the next pair, and it is the USD CAD pair. And as you can see, we had a few bullish signals back in the time, which led the price back up to this resistance zone, and from here we again retested the broken trend line back here. Right now, what we can expect is the price to continue higher to the resistance zones back here. So the price can continue to the previous resistance zone, and if this happens, we will see a whole new trend looking like this to the previous resistance. But if this don't happen, we can see a pullback to the support zone right here, and from there maybe a consolidation between these two zones. So we can see another consolidation phase right here before a break to the previous support zone right here, or even higher above the consolidation. So this is pretty much for this pair. I will not trade this pair unless I see some very good signals on the 4-hour time frame from the daily support or from the daily resistance. And the next pair is USD JPY. Okay, master traders, we are back in the USD JPY pair, the daily chart, and as you can see, I have drawn few support and resistance zones right here in blue, and I personally see this triangle pattern right here forming, which gives us nice opportunity for the price to move after a valid break, so the price can go or above or below. Usually it is continuation pattern, so I most likely expect, if the dollar continues to struggle against the other currencies, we too fell down to this level right here. Let me remind you how we trade the symmetrical triangle pattern. So to have this pattern, we need 5 waves of the price going in triangle shape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 waves of the price. After this, the breakout. So we have to wait until the price breaks this triangle support trend line, and after the break we can expect move as much as is the height of the triangle pattern, so something like this, and we can take profit somewhere here. This is one way to trade it. If it's going above, so if breaks above and continue higher, we can take profit somewhere here. So this is basically the symmetrical triangle pattern. Okay, and we also have these support and resistance zones right here and here. So what the price can do next days is possible retest of the support zone, then a pullback to the triangle shape again, and from there a push down to the profit target zone, or the opposite, push to the resistance zone, then pull back to the triangle, and then again break through the resistance and going to our profit target area. Okay, this is my view for USD JPY pair. Of course, it can continue moving in this range zone right here, so it can continue consolidating without fulfilling the triangle pattern. Let's go to the next pair, and it is the USD CHF pair. And what you can clearly see, guys, is that we're on this pair also in a consolidation phase. So we're ranging up and down right here, and only after we break this consolidation right here we can look for long-term trades, like going up to this previous resistance zone, or to break down to the next support zone, which on the weekly you can see is back here. If you can see, in the past it acted as a support back here, and of course back here. So this is, guys, for this pair. Let me go back to the chart. See, we are still ranging, still in decision. We had one bullish, strong bullish week, but we need more signs for reversal if we want to take the buys. Okay, let's move to the OD USD pair, and what here you can see is that on the daily chart we are moving in sort of consolidation in this current channel, but we're still bullish, so it's very likely to see another push to the resistance zone on the daily, and from there possible pullback or break above the zone. If the dollar gets strength again, if break out of this trend line right here and push down to this previous low area, let me show you, to these previous lows right here and this support zone right here, or even further to the daily support zone right here. So this is my look on this pair. This is most likely to happen. Okay, let's go to the OD New Zealand. As you can see, this pair played pretty well last week. Let me show you the daily time frame. So here are some support and resistance zones that I have drawn. And this week we moved from the support zone here to this previous resistance area. If it gets broken, we will retest the previous daily resistance area, and from there we will decide, will the market go up or will push down to the previous resistance zones. Also, possible scenario is to continue this downtrend move, so the price can retest again this previous support zone, and from there to decide to go up higher to the resistance or to push back down to the previous highs right here and to this support zone. Okay, let's move to the next pair, and what I want to see is the CAD CHF, where on the daily we moved very strongly down last week. So as you can see, we broke out of this channel right here, and this is a pattern called rising wedge. And after the break of the rising wedge, we can see a move equal to the height of the beginning of this wedge pattern. So you take the height here at the beginning, you just take it, apply it, and we can expect move down to this area right here. So this is the first hour target, and the next one is the daily support and resistance area back here. Let me repeat again, let's go to the 4-hour chart, and as you can see, we already have some bearish momentum. We can also go back, retest these previous lows right here and this high zone right here, and from there we can push down to the next daily support zone, or we can go even further, retest this resistance area back here, and from there look for some bearish opportunities to this support zone or even lower. Okay, that's all for this pair. Let's move to the gold, and on the gold, as you can see on the daily, we're still looking bullish, but now we can expect a pullback from this zone down to this current to the next support zone, looking back here, and from here we can watch for another bullish signal like this engulfing candle for the price to recover and get back to the previous resistance zone. If we don't see this, if the price breaks this support zone, we can head down to the previous low right here, back here, or even for a further correction of the price back to the weekly support zone in blue right here. So this is what I expect for gold the next days. Of course, if we break above this trend line, we can go back to the previous resistance zone back here, or even higher if gold continues with its trend. So right now, currently what we can see is this triangle pattern back here, and after a valid break we can see the price or rallies up or pushes down. Okay guys, this is all for today's video. Just quick forecast for the next week, some possible trading ideas. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great successful trading week and you get again this money. If you have any questions, contact me in this profile or the Facebook profile. I will be glad to help you with my analysis or with my ideas, my experience, my knowledge, and I wish you everything best. Again, successful trading and keep moving forward. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.